Relay setting in overcurrent room part 4. To perform overcurrent directional test, first select test object from the toolbar and then enter I primary and I secondary information, which is the turns ratio of CT in the tree diagram in device section. Note that any mismatch between these two sections will result in incorrect responses. After double-clicking on overcurrent block in relay parameters page, select directional option in relay behavior section. Then specify the directions of VT and CTS star point in VT connection and CTS star point connection respectively. Note that mismatch between this section and the relay setting will result in a 180-degree phase difference between the device and the relay settings. After entering the intended stages in element section, whether the protection direction of relay is forward or reverse should be entered in direction field. Then enter maximum torque angle and sector opening of the relay in Define Element Directional Behavior tab. The calculation method of these parameters will be explained in the videos related to protective functions test. In directional mode, a directional plan is added on this page where you can view the range of relay protection. In View Resulting Characteristic tab, you can view the general characteristic curve and directional plan diagram. Note that if you have multiple directional stages with different pickups and performance times, each stage is depicted with a different color specified in the table at the top. To display the directional characteristic curve or directional plan and add test points, select Medium Detail View from the toolbar and specify your test points on the curve. Another way to make a characteristic curve is to use an XGeo file. To do this, first, select Test Object from the toolbar and check Import from List option and specify the relay template type in Search section. For example, here, 7UT Relay is selected. Then select XGeo Format from File, load Relay Setting, Relay Config Type, and import your XGeo file in Config File Path. To make sure that the imported information is correct, you can review the entered parameters from the tree diagram of this section. If necessary, you can examine the parameters effective on every other parameters of the relay by using reference map and modify it if there is any mismatch with the relay setting.